My poor dog, he's getting deaf. He probably can't hear us right now. Toby! Toby! Oh, poor baby. Alright. Another day in the garden. Yeah, we're gonna do some more repots before it gets dark. Maybe we got like 2 hours of light, maybe less. But yeah, we're gonna be repotting this trident maple over here. It's kind of a stump, but it's okay. It's gonna be developed pretty nicely. And this Japanese maple right here, which is also kind of stumpy. Wow, today's just a stumpy day, huh? Well, yeah, they're starting to bud out, barely. So I think it's a good time. So yeah, we're gonna get some work done on these guys. So yeah, it should be cool. And also, I just got these new scoops I've been wanting to try out. You know, I love new tools. So yeah, these things are pretty dope so far. I'm gonna enjoy them. Yeah, link in the description below if you wanna, you know, cop one of these. Oh yeah, by the way, this trident maple over here came with a little present. Has a little present right there. It's a little Japanese maple on the pot of the trident maple, so that's going to be interesting. So I'm going to have a little separate pot for this little guy because he's going to develop good too. Buy two for the price of one. Cannot go wrong with that. Alright guys, that is pretty much the gist of it. It's been replanted or repotted. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, it was a pain in the ass and a half. I mean, just because of this guy right here. If it wasn't for this freaking little maple on the side, it would have been a lot smoother. But you know, I wanted to be really careful, making sure not to, you know, take off too many feeder roots for this guy. As you saw, like, there's not too many roots on there, but it's still enough for it to be viable and enough for it to survive. So I'm gonna put some sphagnum moss around the center of the base, and it should be fine. And as for this guy's looking good too. I'm also gonna put some more sphagnum moss kind of under the roots. That's what I like to do is I put sphagnum moss in the little nooks and crannies where I want roots to form, because sphagnum moss has a natural root hormone, or yeah, it has something natural for it to root better. So basically, it'll keep it moist, it'll protect the roots from dying, and it'll promote new growth for roots. So that's pretty much my little trick. If I want a better root flare, I kind of put sphagnum moss in the nooks and crannies of where I want it to give a better taper. So yeah, give me a second while I put that on, and I'll get back to you. So some people like to soak their sphagnum moss for the whole night. Some people like to soak it for 5 minutes straight. I like to soak it for 30 seconds. For as long as I need to, really. Honestly, it's not gonna make a massive difference if you don't let it soak overnight or whatever, or for hours or whatever. It's really just, it's a moss. Think about it. I mean, if you squeeze it and it's not crunchy anymore, you know it's pretty saturated. And on top of that, if it's gonna be on the tree for the rest of its life, you know, it's better just if it's gonna get watered every day or whatever, it's gonna be fine. So don't even sweat it too much. If it's gonna be, if people think about, oh, I need to soak it for whatever time. If you're in a hurry, if you have things to do, just get it done, get it wet, squeeze it, you're good to go. All right, we are done with the repot. So Stumpy 1 and Stumpy 2 is over there somewhere, but yeah, this one came out, little stump came out pretty nice. It's a little 360 view on it, but obviously it has a pretty bad chunk drop. That's how I bought it. It's okay though. I'm gonna develop it better. I'm gonna, you know, cut it more flush after it dies back. But this guy's already budding out. I'm not sure if you can see that, but yeah, it's already popping out a little bud. So I think it was a perfect time to transplant it or repot it. So yeah, timing was impeccable, and it came with a little sucker on the side, a little Japanese maple on the trident maple. So that's pretty cool. Got a little 2-for-1. It's pretty neat. So like I said, I put some sphagnum moss in there just to kind of help with the whole process, you know, to help it recover better, and also to cover up the roots to kind of promote a better root flare in the future. So yeah, and also on top of the sphagnum moss, I put a little bit of the green moss just to kind of spruce it up a little bit. But yeah, it should be fine as long as you don't blanket the whole top with moss. It should be okay. It's in patches, so it's still gonna aerate just fine. But yeah, that's pretty much what it looks like. So yeah, stay tuned for an update. But yeah, this thing is growing good already. I can tell it's going to be a strong one. Alright guys, see you guys in the next one.